Alright, okay, so this video is about the triangle pose, the pyramid pose, and the revolve triangle. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna show you what's the difference and also the feet alignment. Okay, so first we're gonna go into the triangle pose, Trikonasana. Okay, we are starting from the Tadasana. Yeah, this is the Tadasana is the starting point in this position. Okay, so from here, stepping the left foot back about 3.5 feet away. Okay, so now the alignment of the triangle pose is that it is open hips posture, meaning the hips turn out to the side. If it is closed hip posture, the hips are facing forward. Yeah, okay, so there is the front of the mat, the left side and the right side, and then the back of the mat. Yeah, okay, we're using this direction. Okay, so now the right foot is pointing to the front of the mat. Yeah, and then the back foot here, the outer edge of the back foot is parallel to the outer edge of the mat. Okay, so you're keeping the front heel a straight line to the arch of the back foot. Okay, so now here in the triangle pose, both legs are straight, noticing your hips. Yeah, you should be stay in the center. From here, inhale, arms are reaching out. On the exhale, you pushing your left hip back and then you hinge forward. And this is called the triangle pose. Right hand can be resting against the shin bone. Fingertips can be to the ground or using the block for the right hand. All right. Okay, so in this position, you want to roll the left hip back, turning your heart, your chest up toward the sky. So basically, you can thinking about that you are a bread in the toaster. So you don't want to touching the heat in the front and in the back. So basically, your torso, it should be the same line as your front leg. And try to roll the left hip back. So if somebody is to triangle pose, the chest turning down like this is incorrect. Yeah, you want to turn your heart, your chest up toward the sky and root it down to the feet, especially the base of the big right toe and the outer edge of the back foot. Okay, so I'm gonna coming out from the pose. You can bending the front knee slightly and then inhale, come up, arms are reaching out, and then exhale, stepping the left foot forward, join the hands together. Okay, so now we're gonna go into Parsvottanasana or the pyramid pose. Starting point again, Tadasana. And then from here, stepping the left foot back. Yeah. Okay. So in Parsvottanasana, the pyramid pose, it is a closed hips posture, which is both sides of your hips are facing forward. Basically, meaning it is facing to the same direction as the front leg. After a closed hip posture, what you do with the back foot here is that the back heel should be in the same line as your left sitting bone. Okay. There is two ways to do the pyramid pose, but the way I am teaching you that just so it is more comfortable and more sturdy is that if you draw a line, draw the line. Okay, so the front line here is a hip width apart, and so you draw the straight line back. Okay, so what you do is that the back heel, it should be the back heel here and the front heel. The distance to here, the distance from, okay, so I have to changing my direction so maybe you can see easier, okay. So the back heel here and to the front heel here should be in the hip width apart, okay, all right. Okay, so in this way, what it is that it's making the position much more sturdy, and also that I'm noticing the back knee as well. So what happened is that if somebody is not able to turning the both side of the hips forward, when you have your feet in the way that I was describing, it will helping them to be able to turning the both side of the hips forward. Another way that you can do, which is heel a straight line to the heel. This is more challenging, but it is okay for those that have a good flexibility for the front of the hips. Okay, and also if they have the healthy knee. Okay, so here what happened is that when you have the heel straight line to the heel, most of the time they cannot use people cannot turn both sides of the hips to facing forward easily. Most of the time what happened when heel to the heel, the hips into an angle ankle like this. So when they go into the pyramid pose, the hips, yeah, it's not quite facing forward. Yeah, okay, so best thing to do is that okay, feet hip width apart, and then stepping the left foot straight back, placing the heel down, turn the left foot out about 60 to 45 degrees. Yeah, okay. In this way, then both sides of the hips can be facing forward, much more easier. Pyramid pose, hips on the same level. From here, inhale, arms are reaching up over your head. I forgot to mention the distance between the feet. It is about 2 to 2.5 feet. Yeah. If your student have more flexibility, it can be wider, no problem. But this is usually the distance of it. Yeah, 2 to 2.5 feet. Inhale, arms are reaching up, both sides of your hips facing forward, and then exhale, folding yourself down from the hips, keeping the lower belly in, and then resting your fingertips down. Use the block for your hands if need to. Now I'm gonna exaggerate my hips a little bit. Sometimes people hips go to turn like this. Can you see what's the difference? Yeah, my left hip now is higher than the right. Okay, so what you need to keeping in mind is that they need to turn the left hip down and then lifting the right side of the hips up toward the sky. I'm gonna turn myself to this direction. Okay, I'm gonna bring my left hip a little bit more higher. Yeah, hopefully you can see I'm exaggerating it right now. Yeah, okay. Okay, so from here, what you guide your student, check your student hips. You just grab the hips and turn the left hip down, lifting the right hip up at the same time. You want to making sure that the right side of the hip is into the same line of the right ankle, not pushing out to the side. Okay, so what you do, grab your student hips like this, turn the left hip down, lifting the right hip up. Okay, and then both sides of the hips are same level. To go deeper into the pose, you can lengthen your spine on the inhale, and then exhale, lower belly is in, and then folding the torso down. To come out, bend the front knee slightly, stepping your left foot forward. Inhale, arms are reaching up. Exhale, join your hands together. Okay, things about the pyramid pose, Parsvottanasana, is that if you try to turn your students' hips and it cannot be changed, yeah, this is you're gonna have to let them be. But in this position, we want to keeping hips same level. The obstacle is that why can't they turn keeping the hips same level? It can be the thing is that the outside of the thighs here of the front leg is tight. So in that way, they cannot lengthening, they cannot lifting this up toward the sky. Another thing is that it can also for the back leg here. Yeah, okay. So when you turn like this, yeah, that is the flexibility of the front of the left thigh. Also, you need to having that. Okay. Okay. So first thing in pyramid pose, check your student. How's the feet? If the heel to the heel, making your student totally look like this. Then you have to ask your student to bring the left foot out to the left side a little bit more, point your front left toes a little bit more forward, and see if it is more easier for them to adjusting to be the hip same level. All right? Okay. All right. Now, Parivrtta Trikonasana is actually variation of the pyramid pose. So to guide your student into the Parivrtta Konasana, the revolve triangle pose, you should coming from the pyramid pose because your body is already in the correct alignment. Okay, so what you do once you come into the pyramid pose here, yeah, if this is already correct, most of the time when you go into the revolve triangle pose, it's also gonna be correct. Yeah. Okay. So the left hand is down. Left hand can be to the inside of the right foot, close to the foot, not out to the side. Yeah, close to the foot. It can be here, or can go to the outside of the right foot, or use the block for the left hand if need to. Now here, the hips is already on the same level. from here, inhale, lengthen the spine. Maintain hips to be on the same level. They may need to pushing the right hip more backward, and then the left hip go more forward. And then on the exhale, turn the chest up towards the right side, and then right arm is reaching up. Make sure that back heel is pressed down firmly. Both legs should stay straight. All right? And then exhale, lower the right hand down, and then step your left foot forward. Inhale, arms are reaching up over your head, and then exhale, join the hands together. Okay, hopefully that is clear enough for you to understand. Okay, so there was 3 poses right there. Okay, any questions? Let me know. All right, okay, bye.